Alright, before we get into this video, I just have to do something. For those of you who live in Detroit, you will have to agree. You cannot dispute that these are the best chips in the hood, period. Better Made, these right here, hot barbecue, they are the bomb. If you don't live in the city, you need to get it. Go online, find Better Made, you know what I'm saying? Find them. It's imperative that you find them and get these chips, all right? These right here are dope. I don't normally eat on camera, but I just might have to today. These boys off the chain. All right, let's get to it. Alright, so the reason why I'm dropping this video is because this morning I was on my way to the store, you know, to get some stuff to eat, you know what I mean, some chips, some Red Bulls, and I was walking and something had hit me in the head. Something had, not literally, but a thought had hit me. And that thought, it was basically based off of the steps that I was taking to get to the gas station. And it was an interesting concept to hit me at that point because it was like I knew where I was going, right? And I developed a path to get there. It was multiple ways I could have went. It was multiple streets that I could have walked down on, but this specific path I had chose at that particular moment. So I started thinking to myself, why did I choose this way? And it was the way that I was most comfortable with. You know what I mean? It was the way that I was most familiar with. And to me, it was like one of the safest ways to go. But it was interesting to me that I woke up this morning, developed a plan to go and get something done. And then I actually went through steps to get it done. Literally, I walked there. You know what I mean? Now, take that on a bigger scale, take that to a larger environment. Everything you do in life should have a specific meaning and a specific focus. And it should be multiple ways to get there, even if it takes you walking, even if it takes you doing things you don't want to do. We get stuck on things we want to do in life, and we always want to take the comfortable route. Nobody wants to volunteer, you know what I'm saying, your time, or nobody wants to do certain things for free for the sake of experience to get to where we want to be, you know what I mean? Because that's something that is very uncomfortable because you have bills, you have, you know, necessities, you have things that you want to get done, right? But that should not mean that it should not be an option that you're not willing to take. You know what I mean? I served this country for 4 years. I was in the military, right? The reason why I'm bringing that up is because that was one of the last options that I had. You know, it wasn't an option in my life that I wanted to take, but it was an option that I never threw off of the table. It was an option that I never, you know, walked into blindly. I had 3 years of ROTC in high school, so I was even taking steps just in case I had to take one of my worst steps, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Training to be better, even if I got to take one of the worst options that I have to. And fortunately, that's balanced out in my favor. And I have to do that. I have done that a lot of my life. I've always come into these situations where I tell myself there's things I want to do, and then I take ways to get it done that I necessarily don't want to, and they always end up benefiting me more. So sometimes that may be a good thing, you know what I mean? Sometimes that may be, you know, a blessing in disguise. You know, with pregnancy the way that it is right now, it's safe to say in my mind that a lot of people that are having kids, it wasn't a planned event. You know what I mean? Because when you look at them, the way that it's supposed to be traditionally, you're supposed to be married before you have your kids, right? So nowadays, people are having kids just because. And when you having kids just because, shout out to everybody that's having kids, that's planning these kids, even if they're not married, because you are planning them. Now, if you out just running around and opening your legs and then you having kids because you don't care, you're not planning for them, you know what I mean? There's no way that your kid can end up being a blessing to you because you're just out here being scandalous. Now, if you're out here trying to do things right, you know what I mean? Because I've seen this. People that's out here trying to live life the right way, do the right thing, the best way that they can, and then they suddenly have a kid, and then that kid causes their lives to be blessed. You know what I mean? That kid causes the parent to go and get a better job that he wouldn't have even thought about if he hadn't, had this child. You know what I mean? I've seen it multiple times, in multiple situations. People lives change, and then the sudden mistake or the sudden failure or whatever it is, it puts them in a better position further down the line. I guarantee it. I see it every single time. And we just have to be able to sit back and say, okay, this is what I want to do. What are the steps that I need to get it done? You know what I mean? And as long as you prepared for the worst, I heard my brother say this. He said, when you always expect the worst, and when you prepare for the worst, when the worst happens, it's not going to throw you off guard. However, when the good things come, you know what I mean, they hit you a lot better because you're not expecting them. Now, I'm not saying, act on your expectation of the worst, you know what I mean? But if you are expecting something to happen, just prepare for it just in case. My father says it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. You know what I mean? So always prepare for it, and that's just another step in your whole life that, will make everything better at the end of the day. So, that's crazy how I gathered all of that this morning from just simply walking to work. And the reason why I say just walking is because I literally step by step. It doesn't matter how fast you're moving forward as long as you're moving. So it doesn't matter if you're driving, if you're riding a bike, if you're catching a bus, even if you're walking, even if you're crawling, you're not standing still. Just take it step by step by step by step by step. Have something you want to do in life, step by step by step. If something pops up and now it's in your life, plan that out, you know what I'm saying? Then take it step by step by step. And always be able to say, okay, this is an option that I don't want to take, but if I have to, then I will. Now, I'm not saying just go out and do scandalous stuff. You know what I mean? Don't go out here and just, I don't want to rob somebody, but I will. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying this. You may want to be in a position where you want to work for a big corporation, right? So that's your plan A. Your plan B may be a place like Target or Walmart, you know what I mean, Best Buy. That's your plan B. Your plan C may be something like, a hotel, valet park, waitress or whatever. But your plan D may be like Burger King, McDonald's, Taco Bell. Not saying that these are bad places to work for, but a lot of people don't want to work in a fast food environment unless you have a passion for cooking or a passion for that type of thing. You know what I mean? But that's all I wanted to say, man. So be blessed by that. If it helps you, then share it to somebody else, because it's not only meant for you to hear it and for you to see it, it's meant for somebody else too. And it may be even meant sometimes for me. I play these videos back and I learn a lot sometimes too, and it's a constant reminder to myself. So, holla.